Okay, check this out. I just got a payment for a video that I completed in 5 days. So now I want to walk you through the whole process of me editing it. Why am I even able to charge these prices for a 15-minute talking head video? And then how was I actually able to get it done that fast? I'll show you exactly how my day-to-day routine looks like, how my workflow looks like, and the decisions I'm making throughout the editing process that speed up the whole thing by a bunch. Let's dive in. Okay, so where I'm at with this video is I just finished the rough cut. As you can see right here, I have a bunch of footage on the timeline and it's all nicely color-coded and ready to be edited. But this is the exact point where so many editors just make the mistake of jumping straight into creating graphics, and that's gonna end up wasting them a bunch of time later down the line. So what you wanna do instead is you wanna figure out the best workflow that works for this specific client and for this specific video that you're editing. So for example, for this video, what matters a lot is music and pacing. So before getting straight into creating animations, right now, I'm actually gonna go through this rough cut and refine it to create pacing and also add music on top of that. And another thing I'll do is I'll leave the intro for the last. So this is something I love honestly doing, just because I found when I already have the whole video edited, I just end up getting ideas for the animations for the intro in literally no time. So without further ado, let's get into adding music and fine cutting this video. Okay, it's been roughly an hour and let me give you some tips on music, because truthfully, music is something that makes or breaks the video. So first things first, what you're gonna realize, I'm not even 3 minutes into the video, but I've already used 4 different soundtracks. And that's because you cannot be using 3 songs for a 10-minute video. The thing is, so many of you pay attention to completely wrong things while editing. You focus on creating flashy effects and animations, while in reality, high-paying clients want for you to make the video nice to watch for the viewer. And the thing that does that is storytelling. And music is one of the biggest parts of storytelling. So it's definitely something you want to be paying lots of attention to. Okay, so it's 4 p.m. right now. After being locked in for a few hours, I'm basically like 8 minutes into doing music and pacing for this video. And even though this might seem very underwhelming, trust me, adding the flashy effects and animations on top of that is gonna be a lot easier once you have the foundation down. But what I wanna talk about is the routine that you follow essentially as a video editor. Really, the biggest hack is doing activities that are as different from your work as possible while you don't work. Basically, what it means is today I've been locked in essentially from like 9 a.m. to right now it's around 4 p.m. and I can feel that I'm cooked. And what that means is if I were to sit down right now and try to edit that video again, I'm just not gonna be productive at all. And what I need to do instead is go out and recharge. And the number one habit that's been working for me for many years at this point to recharge is gym. So right now, even though it's rainy outside and the weather is kind of very shit, I'm still gonna go to the gym and get a workout in. And after that, I just know that I'm gonna feel so much better, and I might even get another few hours of editing done in the evening after the gym. So see you then. Okay, so it's the next day. Yeah, to be fair, everything kind of went not according to the plan, because what happened yesterday is
something came up for the other client that I'm working with, that I'm doing something big besides editing. Like I had to review a few videos and then publish a video, and then we went out for dinner.
essentially I didn't work on the video that we're editing at all. And also today I woke up late. The plan for today though is to lock in on the video big time. But before that, we're gonna go on a morning walk. And then you might ask, why the hell are you going for a walk if you woke up late and you have a bunch of shit to do? Why not just lock in right away? And to be fair, that's going to be a completely fair question. But there is something interesting that I found. I think there are these habits that sort of like bulletproof your day. So if you follow these habits, you're gonna be all right. And the current one for me is a morning walk. I found when I go for a walk in the morning before starting to work, my day just never goes sideways and I'm always productive, I'm always getting stuff done. So it's so worth it to sacrifice these 30 minutes of work and go for a walk instead.
Wow, groundbreaking.
What happened for the rest of day 2 is I finished music and pacing in the morning, went gym and was able to create a few graphics in the evening. Still though, a bunch of work had to be done, so the plan for day 3 was to lock in and keep doing the graphics. All right. Right now it's the end of day 3, and to be fair, for yesterday and today I've just been working away. I had some stuff going on besides editing this video, but still I did manage to make some good progress. That's the good news. But the bad news is that there is still so much more to edit. So let me show you the timeline real quick. Basically, I'm 4 minutes into this video, as you can see, with all the graphics and all the animations. I have 2 more days, and what I'm gonna do tomorrow is I'm just gonna omega lock in. And the thing about deadlines, what I've experienced time and time again, is that mainly it's a mindset switch of having the option of missing the deadline not even be an option. And when that's the case, then from my experience, you end up getting the video done on time every single time. All right, I just finished the morning lock-in session after scrolling like 40 minutes of reels. It was absolutely amazing, highly recommend. But the video itself, honestly, is moving really good. I left it off yesterday at like 4 minutes of edited video. And right now in maybe 3-4 hours, I've been able to get to 10 minutes of edited video. And it's happening because I already had the fundamentals of the video down. And also what's very important is I wasn't reinventing the wheel. I see so many editors make this mistake, and I used to make this mistake myself, where you feel like for every single animation in the video, it needs to be different and you need to change up the style so that the client, you know, is happy with the work you do and the viewer doesn't get bored. But what it does is it wastes you a bunch of time for absolutely no reason, and also it arguably makes the video worse. So the plan right now is to go gym because I'm kind of cooked from working. I'm gonna finish off the rest of this video today, and tomorrow it's gonna be super easy. All that I would need to do tomorrow is the intro, sound effects, and maybe some light finishing touches on the video itself. Okay, to be fair, I forgot to film the rest of day 4 and the beginning of day 5, but let's just pretend that this is not a reused footage from earlier in the video. Anyways, what has happened is I almost finished all the graphics and animations on day 4, and on day 5, I had the time to be creative with the intro, do sound effects, and do a final pass on everything to make sure it's good to go. I just finished this video. Usually I don't get any revisions just because I'm goated like that, but we're gonna see how it goes for this one. This is how the timeline looks. It's nothing crazy, just like a tiny bit of sound design there. But honestly, my Premiere timelines are never crazy just because I do everything in After Effects. In my opinion, that's how it's supposed to be done. And finally, let's start off the queue in Media Encoder. It says that the render is going to be done in 15 minutes, which is also a benefit when you do things in an actual efficient way. But I'm gonna wait for it to finish, then gonna send the video off to the client and just gonna update you one final time when the video is approved and the payment is done.
One eternity later.
So this is the most unhinged feedback ever. And read this. If anyone can recreate your exact style and actually hit deadlines, I will pay them a bag. Because bro, if every editor did that, my life would be so easy. And honestly, this is like the main learning lesson I want you guys to take away out of this video. If you're trying to land high-paying video editing clients, they don't care about you getting them more views or more sales or more conversions. What they actually want from you is to take this huge task off their plate of post-production that takes shitload of time, and there are like so many moving pieces that can go wrong. So they just want to offload that to you and for you to make their life as easy as possible. Okay, and the last thing I want to show you is the actual payment. As you can see here, it is, it's a real thing, and if I refresh it, it still works. Now, if you yourself are a video editor who wants to start landing these high-paying clients and make 5 to 10K per month consistently while editing videos you actually enjoy editing and working with clients that are not annoying, go click the first link in the description. It's gonna be my mentorship program for video editors specifically like you, where I'm gonna teach you all the skills that are needed to attract clients like that, then close clients like that, and actually deliver great videos that you can charge thousands for. But in any case, I appreciate you watching, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace.